Ooh.
We in the house. Come on.
Tonight, join Jimmy and his guests. Ben Stiller, Hannah Gadsby, musical guest Tim McGraw, and the legendary Roots crew. It's the Tonight Show at Home edition.
We in the house, y'all.
And now, here's Jimmy.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Tonight Show at Home edition. My name is Jimmy Fallon. Thank you so much for watching our show tonight. Let's get to some jokes. Well, guys, everybody's talking about this. This is insane. Last night, President Trump claimed that he's been taking hydroxychloroquine to prevent himself from getting the coronavirus. When told the drug is for treating malaria, Trump said, "If it's good enough for the First Lady, it's good enough for me." That's right. Trump shocked everyone by saying that he's taking the drug, even though it has not been proven to help treat COVID-19. Right after he said it, Dr. Fauci immediately put on a mask so no one could see him laughing. That's a little Muttley. After Trump made the announcement, a lot of experts told him what he was doing is dangerous. And Trump was like, relax, if anything goes wrong, I can just drink bleach and clean it all out. I'm good. If you swallow a UV light bulb, good as new. This is going viral. An Israeli company has created a mask that opens for you to eat through. Oh, that's been a problem people have been having. So when you squeeze this thing, it opens and closes a mechanical mouth. Take a look at this.
Okay.
Yeah. It costs $19.99 plus your dignity. It's actually made by the same person who invented Steven Tyler's mouth. Listen to this. I saw that Michael Jordan is selling his Chicago mansion for almost $15 million. It's a great place to live if you've always dreamed of disappointing the hell out of trick-or-treaters. I heard about a priest in Detroit who used a squirt gun to shoot holy water onto his churchgoers while they drove by. And after that, he shot wafers into their mouth from a t-shirt cannon. This is crazy. Scientists in Antarctica said that they found evidence of a parallel universe where time actually runs backwards. Then they were like, oh, wait, we were just holding the research the wrong way. Sorry. And finally, I saw that researchers are working on a coronavirus test where you sneeze onto your phone. Sounds gross, but I'd rather watch that than someone eat through that mechanical mask. That is our monologue, everybody. We have a great show tonight. Oh, my goodness. Ben Stiller is on the show. I love Ben Stiller. I've known him for a while. You know, that was my big SNL. That was kind of my big breakout show, the Ben Stiller Show.
Right.
Because of Ben.
He's done that for a lot of people.
He said, he goes, have you heard this new kid, Sandler? And everyone was like, yeah, we know. He auditioned. I mean, we hired him for the show. We know who he is. He's like, you should have him do Sandler. I'm like, yeah, we'll see. You know, he's brand new. It's only like my third show or something like that. And it's like, so that night I did Sandler and Celebrity Jeopardy, and I also did Weekend Update. I did impressions on with Colin Quinn. And that was, and then I got all sorts of phone calls and fun stuff. It was super fun. I'll never forget that. That was awesome. Thank you, Ben Stiller. We're going to talk about his show, Escape Room, that's airing this Thursday on NBC for Red Nose Day, with him and Jack Black and Lisa Kudrow and Courtney Cox. It's like a mini Friends reunion. It's going to be, it's hilarious. And also, we're going to talk about his dad, who sadly passed away, Jerry Stiller, who, gosh, was so funny. I mean, but we're going to talk to Ben later in the show. Then Hannah Gadsby, speaking of funny, we'll talk about her new special, Douglas, that premieres May 26th on Netflix. And then we're going to close out the show with one of our favorite musical guests, Tim McGraw, will be here tonight, and it's super fun. Oh, quickly, I want to thank everyone for voting for us for the Webby Awards. We won 2 Webbies. So thank you very much for voting. One was for writing for the Amazon Alexa thing that we did for Tell Me a Joke. And then the other is for Best Celebrity or Fan Social Media Content. That's me. For the Webbies?
That's amazing.
That's the one you want to win. Thank you guys for voting. I love it, love it, love it. It's awesome. Hey, Speaking of fun things to do with the web and the internet, what a segue this is. Over the weekend, I talked to my pal Steve Higgins, my good friend, and he showed me some Zoom hacks that are really helpful. Check it out.
Hey Higgins, how's it going?
Great, how about you?
You know, hanging in there. What have you been up to?
Well, everybody's working from home these days, so I came up with some great work from home hacks. First, I figured out some new ways you can slack off in a virtual meeting by using Zoom backgrounds.
You can use Zoom backgrounds to slack off? How does that work?
Like this, see? That was a Zoom video background I made of myself, Jimmy.
You were a Zoom background the whole time? I had no idea.
Look at him. He has no clue what we're talking about, but it seems like he does. Well, I can just plop this into a work Zoom, and then I can spend my time doing important things, like bonding with my kids, by screaming at them to reorganize my Blu-rays.
Show me another one.
This next hack requires the help of a friend. And that friend is yourself. Hey, your car's on fire outside. Jimmy, his car is not on fire. In fact, he doesn't even have one. That's a Zoom video, and that's just a normal excuse to get him out of a cyber meeting.
You were a Zoom background that whole time. Wow.
Wow. Never seen two of me before. I feel like I'm in one of those beer commercials. And twins more like and me's.
What else you got?
Okay, for this next one, package. Oh, shoot. I guess the delivery man's here. Can you hang on a second, Jimmy? Yeah, delivery for me. Hey, me, that's my name. Yeah, but which one of us is the real Higgins, Jimmy? Trick question. They're both Zoom backgrounds. I'm the real Higgins. Jimmy, you don't seem impressed this time. That's because Jimmy was a Zoom background the whole time. Oh my. Wow. 6 Steve Higginses. You know what that means? We could start our own Avengers, made up of 6 dads with no superpowers, and one of them is deathly allergic to peanuts.
Six Steve Higginses, everybody. We'll be right back.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.